This year is entitled, You Must Learn to Identify Your Brain Freeze. So many of us know the term brain freeze. Person's having some good Ben & Jerry's ice cream, some ices or something else very cold, and all of a sudden, in the middle of his enjoyment, his brain just freezes in pain. And he needs to go ahead and just stop for a few moments for the brain to calm down. Just feel this intense coldness, this frozen part of the brain. Nothing dangerous as far as I know. It's just a very unpleasant feeling. But there's another way I'd like to use the term brain freeze. I think certain times people get into situations where it's a volatile situation and they just close down. They cannot think well. They're in a high-pressure situation in the office. The boss is asking something now, and there's a manager and the boss, and you're sitting with them, and you just feel that pressure. You don't know what to do. You're shaking. Person must know, right now I'm not functioning. I'm not being rational. I can't think straight. And there's nothing wrong with saying, I just need to think this over. I just need a break. Let me get back to you. When we have the ability to identify what I call brain freeze, certain situations where during this intense moment, and there's a discussion back and forth, someone's pressuring you to do something, if you could identify and say, I can't think straight now. My brain is frozen. It's in shutdown mode. If we could identify those moments before they happen, then when they happen, we know, okay, yeah, I know I have these situations. I'm not going to make a decision now. I'm just going to tell my boss, my manager, my friend, whoever it may be, I need to think about this. As opposed to if we're trapped and suddenly caught up and we're in the middle of the situation and we're not used to not giving an answer. We need to make a decision. But 99% of the time, we don't need to give a decision on the spot. We're allowed to have time to think. So in general, I think it's always good. I call myself a Chabadnik. Not necessarily because I identify with Chabad any more than any other Hasidus. I love every branch of Hasidus. Each one is beautiful. But Chabadnik, I mean Chachma, Bina, Dat. Get the basic information. Chachma, Bina, extrapolations from that information. Dat, a certain intuition. So I think in all situations, it's always good to think things through, especially major decisions. But when a person can identify when he's in a brain-free situation, I know, I've been here before. When I sit with these 3 people, I don't know. They somehow convince me of things, then after I walk out, I realize that was crazy. But consistently, that's what happens when I'm with them. So I'm forced to sit with them because of this and this reason, but maybe I'm going to bring someone in with me who stays more clear-headed. If I'm not allowed to bring someone else in because it's busy and this and that, I know they're going to pressure me, I know to begin with. I'm not making decisions. I'm telling them in the meeting. I want to hear out, discuss it, I'm going to get back to you regarding conclusion. Or, I know this kind of situation just rocks me. I can't think through clearly, I'm going to read off my position. So at least I know I have clarity when I was able to prepare it in a clear state of mind. But what specific solution one comes up with is not the main point. The main point here is that a person can identify in himself or herself those moments, those situations, those challenges where he or she knows I'm not functioning 100% capacity, maybe not even 50%, and I know beforehand and I'm prepared for it in one way or another. If we could do that, and identify our brain freeze, identify when we're shutting down, then we could go ahead, be in a much better situation. Shalom.